why don't we spend that time doing something in the language that can
There's
help
been
us to many questions that I want to kind of answer in this YouTube channel. One of those is the one that you probably saw in the title, that is, what's the best way to learn a language? I think it's a really hard question to answer because there are many different ways, there are many different theories, and everyone has something to say about this. Look at me, I'm making a YouTube video about it. So I think that it all comes to probably three things. Time, let's say effort, and let's say motivation, but let me explain this last one a little bit later. When I say time, it's not the same saying, well, I have studied English for 4 years, but you only studied once a week. That I have studied English for 2 months and you studied every single day of those 2 months. So when I talk about time, I talk about consistency. You need to be consistent. If you want to learn a language, you need to listen to that language. You need to speak that language. You need to do stuff in that language. It's impossible to learn a language if you don't spend time with the language. What's the problem? Sometimes we feel like spending time with the language, it's just like doing exercises. Yes, it's spending time, but it's not like quality time, you know? You need to spend time listening to the language. Let's make an example. In my case, I want to learn a new language, let's say Japanese. So I'm going to look for something that helps me listening to Japanese in a way that I can understand certain words, maybe some expressions, maybe some interactions between people. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to look for kids videos in English, in Japanese. So I'm going to go to YouTube and I'm going to write like Japanese kids videos. But maybe I won't find anything because I wrote that in English probably, or in Spanish or any other language. So first I'm going to go to a translator. I'm going to write like tales for kids or kids songs or something, and I'm going to translate that to Japanese and I'm going to put that in YouTube. That what it's going to do is that you're going to find real Japanese videos uploaded from Japan, from people who speak Japanese, and that's going to be easier. Because if we want to learn a new language, but we look like aprender inglés en 2 semanas, and you write that in Spanish, you're going to find a video in Spanish that explains something to you in Spanish. I mean, you can learn many things from that, but it's better if you start right away listening to the language. Maybe you don't understand, maybe it takes 10 minutes to watch a 2 minutes video because you need to go to the translator and translate. But I think that's better. That's quality time with the language. It all depends on you. Maybe if you don't have that much time, it's better if you watch short videos. I always recommend to like stories in Instagram in English or in any other language, or maybe Reels or maybe TikToks. I'm not a fan of social media, but I know that it kind of helps. I've had some students that told me like, no, what does this mean? And I found this word in TikTok or whatever, and it's pretty useful. So when learning a language, you need to spend time with the language. Listen to the language, look for songs in that language, try to sing those songs. There are many ways to practice pronunciation, speaking, listening, writing, whatever. So I just saw a bird flying. Pretty much that's what I meant when I said spend time with the language and quality time, you know? This is a long process, but it's better if you start step by step. So I'm going to recommend you 3 YouTube channels that you can watch in English, and they have like slow English conversations, blogs, and that kind of stuff that can help you to learn things by real language, you know? So pretty much what I mean with this video is that the best way to learn a language is not something that I can tell you or that any book or any other person can tell you. Maybe I'll learn languages one way that is completely different from what you're going to do or from what other people have done. So I want you to make you go to YouTube and look for something, or maybe go to Netflix and watch a movie, or maybe start with something. During the process, you will find things that you like. Maybe you love music and you start doing karaoke or stuff, and maybe you find something that you really love. Maybe you are into any sport like climbing or something, so you look for climbing content. Maybe you're not like a sport person, but you love video games and you're into video games, look for video games or gameplays in the language. Maybe you're not into that, maybe you're more into different stuff. Try to look for that in the language. I know that most of the people use their cell phones. I think it's quite obvious. So why don't we spend that time doing something in the language that can help us to reach that goal that we have of speaking the language, you know? So maybe you are kind of disappointed because I didn't give you like rules or do this and this and this. Learn 357 words in and then make sentences, because I don't want to scam you guys. I know that if you want to learn a language, you need to start doing things with that language. During the process, if you need more tips, you can text us. You can start learning a language with us. It's also a possibility. But I want you to tell you is that there are many things to do. The thing is, I'm not going to say all those things in a 10 minutes video, probably less, probably 6 minutes, because part of the process is realizing that you can do it yourself. I know that maybe just watch a video doesn't sound like a good idea, doesn't sound like a good plan, but I know that during the process you will find if you really like this language, if you really want to learn it that way. So what I really want you to do is to go to any of these YouTube channels or look for a video or look for something. If you have like any question about maybe I don't know, MotoGP or something, but I don't find any content, leave a comment and we are going to try to help you to find something that suits you. You know, you should start with that, you know, or with a song. I think it's the best way to do it. Maybe you say, I want to learn Japanese, what do I do? But you watch a lot of anime or you know a lot of openings. Learn an opening, learn the words, learn, I don't know, look for the meaning, look for the words. In what cases do I use this? You have internet connection, you're watching this video so you can do it. And well, that's pretty much the video. I know it's not like exact rules and exact things to do, but the real deal after this video is what are you going to do? If you're watching this, is because you're probably learning a language so far. So if you want more help or if you want to keep learning languages and you like this kind of videos, like, comment, subscribe. We are going to try to bring these videos more often. So see you in the next video. I hope you learned something new, and that's it. Bye bye.